Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Golden Falls, Golden What If, whatever you want to call me. And I'm back with part 2 of What If Deku was Muzan Kibutsuji Reincarnated. And I just want to say this right off the bat. If you enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. And also click down in the description for my other links, like my other socials, like my Discord, my Twitch, stuff like that. Make sure to go check that out. And I mean, that's about it. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. And we're going to get right into part 2 of this What If. Let's get it. The Nomu charges forward at Shigaraki. Nomu, stop! The Nomu refuses to listen and continues to run at full speed at Shigaraki, punching him into a wall. Shigaraki screams in pain. Kurogiri, get us out of here! That kid is somehow controlling the Nomu! Midoriya charges at them, grabbing Kurogiri's metal body. Now you die. Kurogiri gets away just barely, but is extremely injured, getting Shigaraki out of there. The Nomu then stops and kneels next to Midoriya. Bakugo then approaches him. Izuku, what are you doing? Midoriya Izuku. No. Izuku Midoriya isn't here right now. I'm Muzan Kibutsuji. A portal opens behind him and he walks in. Both the Nomu and Midoriya walk into the portal and end up at the League of Villains base. So Kurogiri, how does it feel to be a demon? It feels amazing, Lord Muzan. When Midoriya attacked Kurogiri, he actually turned him into a demon and implanted thoughts into his mind, telling him to portal him away after their initial leave. Kurogiri, what is going on here? Calm down, Handface. I'm not here to hurt you. Then why did you stop us? Midoriya explains that stopping them wasn't his priority, but it was his reincarnate's priority. Shigaraki looks at him thinking that this kid has two different people within him. To make this clear, I want nothing to do with you unless you want to join me on my quest to being a perfect being. What are you on about? Check your butler. He was near death when I attacked him, but now he's a demon, completely regenerated and stronger than ever. Kurogiri shows Shigaraki, and every scar or past injury is completely gone. What? You want me to sell my soul to you? No, it's not like that at all. But just know, once you join me, I expect you to help me with your free will. Or, as he says this, he turns to the Nomu and blows him to pieces. Or that will happen. Shigaraki stands there in shock, staring at Midoriya. I'll give you time to think, but in the meantime, I need somewhere to stay. Kurogiri then responds, saying that he has somewhere for him, another hideout that they rarely use. Perfect, take me there, please. Kurogiri takes him there, and it's a small studio that is practically empty, but Kurogiri tells him that he will furnish the apartment for him today. Midoriya begins to look at his phone, seeing messages from Aizawa, Mina, and Bakugo. A tear streams down his face, seeing the Midoriya side of him coming out for a second, while these messages are being read. Damn kid is still in my head, and his stupid friends and teachers are going to be a problem. Midoriya throws the phone at the wall, breaking it. That day he got a TV, bed, and various other things, and he begins to watch the news. Student of UA has been kidnapped by the League of Villains. Is UA really a safe place for your children? Over the next couple days, Midoriya, or the Muzan version of Midoriya, would go around recruiting people. Some who were thrown out on the street, others who have been condemned because of their quirk, and he turned them into demons and told them to go out and get stronger, feast on human flesh, and then come speak to him. After a while of doing this, cities became afraid to go out at night, scared that they would be eaten by man-eating demons. One day, Midoriya was sitting in his apartment when a portal opened in front of him. "Kirigiri, what's the news?" As he says this, he realizes that the person coming through is not Kirigiri. Well, all for one, huh? How a mere child has done this much is impressive. What should I call you? Just call me Muzan. Tired of hearing that boy's name. All for one tells Muzan that he wants his assistance and he wants Muzan to work for him. Muzan then tells him why would he do that when he does not need All for One at all. Well, kid, if you don't want to help, I'll just take your quirk. Muzan begins laughing, telling him that this quirk is not actually a quirk. He is a demon. No, the king of the demons. All for One looks at him in disbelief. So what stops me from killing you right now, kid? I mean, you can try to kill me, but at the end of the day, not many things can. So if you want to start a war, we can. Or we can just mutually help each other whenever we see fit. How can you help me? Well, I have tons of followers. That would definitely help your League of Villains out if they ran into any, well, trouble. Okay, kid, what do you want, though? I want 3 Nomus. Just like the one that you sent to the USJ. That's all. All for One thinks for a second and agrees, and they go their separate ways. In Muzan's mindscape. How did I get here? He took over somehow? But how did he take over? Midoriya within the mindscape begins to think and comes to the conclusion that it all started with the dreams. And once he started to doubt himself and was in a weak state of mind, Muzan was able to take over. Events play out the same in canon, but this time Midoriya isn't participating in the UA Sports Festival. He is spectating it. He sits watching everyone and thinking about a plan of action to take. The Midoriya in the mindscape begins to throw doubt into Muzan's mind about the plan he's about to fulfill. That what happens if he isn't strong enough to defeat All Might if he decides to attack him? What happens if he is defeated on the biggest stage in Japan? Muzan shakes this off and continues with his plan. At the end of Bakugo and Todoroki's match, a Nomu comes crashing from the sky. Muzan then enters the ring. Rejoice, people of Japan. I am not here to hurt any of you, but I'm here to shed some light on this broken society. Muzan begins to speak of how this society is imperfect and that he will be able to make it perfect, that humans could live forever, that losing loved ones would not be a reality anymore. The audience sits in shock at what this man is saying. Tons of pro heroes then come to the fighting stage, including All Might. Young Midoriya, what are you doing? Midoriya? No. I am the Demon King, Muzan Kibutsuji. All Might begins to think that this is what the kid was worried about. Police and pro heroes then surround him. The Muzan side of Midoriya then begins to speak in a demonic voice.
I told you, I'm not here to hurt anyone.
As he says this, he lets out some insane bloodlust, crumbling most of the pro heroes and leaving many others extremely shaken. I'm here to offer you all a chance at what you could call salvation. Bakugo then approaches with pro heroes trying to hold him back. Damn it, Izuku! I know you're in there! You're stronger than him! Little Bakugo, you're so naive. As Muzan finishes this sentence, a pain in his head begins to arise. He screams out in pain, and everyone watches in shock. The real Midoriya then rises from the mindscape. Kachan, help me, please. As his face begins to tear up, Muzan takes control once again. Almost had it, kid. I may have been gone forever, but he has a little bit of fight left in him. All Might, in a pure rage of the fact that Midoriya is practically being held hostage, charges in, smashing Muzan into the wall. Well. The symbol of peace not as strong as before, huh? As Muzan comes out of the wall, he is missing an arm and half of his leg, but he immediately regens it back.
Haha, that was not supposed to kill you or even hurt you that much. It was supposed to stall time.
Muzan's watch, that turns into a cloak that covers him from the sun, begins to go into self-destruct mode. What did you do? Aizawa looks at him. The support course can do amazing things. Now give Midoriya back to us. Now! Muzan begins to burn because of the sun, and his regeneration becomes extremely slow. The pro heroes try and converge on him. Before they could catch him, a portal opens beneath him. Nomu, kill them all. Muzan says this as he falls through the portal. Thanks for the save, Kurogiri. No problem, Master Muzan. Muzan then watches the news to see that there were a few injuries, but thankfully, with the amount of pro heroes on the scene, the Nomu that attacked them was not capable of taking any lives. Muzan scoffs at this, thinking that these fake humans with these multiple quirks aren't able to use the full power of being a demon. That if he wants a true weapon and a perfect being on his side, he needed someone with a powerful quirk, but one who is a true human. Muzan then spends weeks basically to gather more and more forces, keeping an eye on UA, even seeing the Hosu incident with the hero killer. And when he learns of his defeat, he gets an idea. He tracks down the police force vehicle that is holding the hero killer and smashes into it. He takes the hero killer to the League of Villains base when nobody is present. What? Where am I? Staying, am I right? Well, you're in a hideout of mine. I told you, and those League of Villain bastards, I don't want anything to do with them. Oh, I know. But I'm not one of them. Just been around. But I am here to grant you something that you truly want. What is that? The power to defeat any fake hero. But not only that, the more people you kill and drink their blood, the stronger you'll become. Stain looks at Muzan, realizing who this kid is. I know who you are. I saw you on TV at the UA Sports Festival. Yes, and frankly, I did only want to talk. But at the end of the day, they forced my hand. Stain looks at him, and he says that he will accept this offer and help him in any way he sees fit. But before he can truly accept, he needs to know his motives. Well, Stain, I just want this society to be perfect. I want people who feel the pain of loss to no longer have that pain. I want to preserve peace, but I also want to preserve my own perfection. Being a demon is far superior than being a human. Now what do you say, Stain? Stain begins to think about the offer. I agree to your terms, Muzan. Muzan then stabs him with a needle-like item, injecting blood within him. I'm glad you see it my way. Muzan then sits next to the hero killer. Eventually, the twitching and spazzing stops, and all the wounds on the hero killer heal themselves. So how do you feel, Stain? Stronger. Better. One thing you need to know, the sun is your worst enemy, but I know you mainly work at night, but be careful during your day jobs. Stain then slices at Midoriya, and his blade cleanly slices through his arm. Interesting. This power is amazing. Muzan, knowing that the strike Stain threw was not meant to be a threat, just regenerates his arm. Now, Stain, I have something planned, so do as you please, but we will be in touch. Muzan then leaves, and so does Stain. Muzan then meets up with the League of Villains. What do you want, Muzan? Come on, Shigaraki, no need for the attitude. Muzan explains that he needs to find someone, and he needs their help. Who do you need to find? I need someone with a powerful quirk. I found someone already, but that's a work in progress. But I need someone with a powerful quirk now, since I know you won't become a demon, at least not freely, and that's what I want. I need someone else. I need someone by the name of Overhaul. And that is where we're gonna end off this part. And if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and make sure to check down below in the description my other links, as well as don't forget to comment down below any future suggestions for any future what ifs, or maybe even this what if. I'm sorry for the short episode or short part. Normally I like having them 20-25 minutes, and I know this is a little shorter than usual, but nonetheless, I still hope you enjoyed, and be on the lookout for the next part, and that next part will be the finale. So yeah, that's about it. So I hope everyone has an amazing day. Later.
I don't wanna waste what's left.